Hello and welcome back to the Pilates for Horse Riders course. I am so happy that you are here with me. In today's lesson we are going to talk a little bit about the structure of a full Pilates lesson, and also we are going to learn some more starting positions. So in Pilates there are 6 different starting positions. Now we have gone over standing position. We have talked and we've done some exercises in lying down on our back, and then we have done some exercises on all fours. So there are 3 more. There is sitting position, and then there's side lying position, and then there's lying on stomach position. And we're going to do some exercises in them, and we're just going to go over some things on where you should concentrate in each position. So now if we talk a little bit about a structure of a Pilates lesson, most of the time we do some exercises in all those positions, and there is this flow between those exercises, so we're not really like stopping, but we are moving fluidly and transitioning between those positions. And we don't necessarily do a lot of repetitions, because what often happens if you do many repetitions is that you cannot really concentrate anymore that much, and then the technique might not be as good anymore. So there might even be Pilates lessons where you only do 1 repetition and then move on to next exercise, but that's a little bit more advanced. And I thought that after we are done with this course, I might do a full Pilates lesson for you, if you would like me to, where you would really get the feel of like a proper Pilates lesson. Alright, but we're going to go into today's topic, which is the starting positions. And we're going to start by sitting position, because I'm sitting now. And we're going to do this exercise called C-curve. So that exercise really helps with the mobility of our spine. So I'm going to sit. You can do this with straight legs, or you can bend your legs a little bit. This is often a little bit easier, so I'm going to do it like this now. And now try to find your seat bones, so you have your pelvis, level, and find that neutral position. Check your pelvis, check your rib cage, and check also your head and your neck, so you have this nice alignment. Good. And now we are going to breathe in, so really breathe in towards your sides and towards your lower back even. Breathe out, engage your core, and now start turning your pelvis back and roll your spine into this kind of C-curve. But don't lean forward. Keep your hips and your shoulders on top of each other. And now breathe in, and now think that you are really breathing towards your back, so you almost can feel a little stretch in your back. And breathe out and start rolling back to neutral again. Good. Breathe in. Engage your core. And again, tip your pelvis forward and start rolling into the C-curve. And breathe in towards your back. Really feel that nice stretch. And think that you're still tall, so you don't just slouch down, but it's like this active and you're still stretching. And now breathe out. and start coming back to neutral, starting from your pelvis. Good. We'll do 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out, engage your core, start rolling. Good. Breathe in, breathe out, and roll back. And find neutral again. Check your shoulders that they are relaxed. One more time, breathe in, breathe out, engage your core, roll into the C curve. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back to neutral. Good. All right. Next we are going to lie on our stomach. And now again we want to find that neutral position. What often happens when we are lying on our stomach is that the arch of our lower back is going to exaggerate a little bit. So what you can think about is that you push your pubic bone a little bit towards the floor, like this. So that will bring my pelvis into more neutral. So there's this little curve, but it's not exaggerated like this. Good. And now I want to have my forehead on the floor. So I have my neck nice and long. Good. And now in this position we are going to do an exercise that is going to teach the control of our pelvis. So now put your fingers under your pelvis. Again, find those bones we have been talking about. Feel that your pelvis is straight. Good. And now try to keep your pelvis level throughout this exercise. So breathe in, breathe out, engage your core, and then flex your other knee like this. And now really feel what's happening in your pelvis. We don't want our pelvis to rotate like this, and we don't want our pelvis to tip forward like this. So we want to keep our pelvis level. Breathe in and bring your leg back down. And we do the other leg. Breathe out, engage your core. Flex your knee. Check your pelvis. It might be very little, the movement, so you need to be really concentrating. Breathe in and straighten your leg. And we'll do some more. Breathe out, engage your core, flex your knee. Now I feel that my pelvis is starting to rotate, so I really need to pay attention here. And breathe in and straighten your leg. Breathe out, engage your core, flex your knee. And breathe in and straighten your leg. We'll do 2 more. Breathe out, engage your core. Also see if there are any asymmetries. So if it's easier to do one leg than another. This is more difficult for me, definitely. Breathe in and straighten your leg. And breathe out. Flex your knee. And breathe in and straighten your leg. Good. So that exercise requires a lot of concentration because there's not much benefit to it if you don't do it correctly, as we have been discussing earlier in the previous videos. Next we are going to look at side lying position. So I'm going to come down on my side like this. And now I want to check my neutral position again. I'm going to keep my legs a little bit flexed, and I want to have a straight line from my feet to my pelvis, to my shoulder, to my ear. And I'm going to lie all the way down, so I'm keeping my other hand as kind of a pillow. Good. And here we're going to do an exercise that is called oyster. So that's going to strengthen our core, and that's going to especially strengthen the muscles around our hips and our gluteal muscles. First, you want to still bring your spine to neutral, so check the position of your pelvis, check the position of your rib cage, and now activate your side. So you're not lying down like this, so now my spine is actually curved a little bit, but I'm going to engage this side here like this. So now my spine would be on straight line. All right, and hips on top of each other. Good. And now when we are going to do this exercise, hey. All right. So all the way through this exercise, I want to make sure that my pelvis is not moving, so it's not going to rotate. All right. You can keep your other hand here, so then you can actually feel what's happening in your pelvis. Good. Breathe in, breathe out, engage your pelvic floor and deep abdominal muscles, and now start opening your upper leg like this. So you should feel your gluteal muscles engaging. Good. And breathe in and bring the leg back down. So now when you're making this movement, that's when often happens is that our pelvis will rotate. So that's what we don't want to happen. We want to control the position of our pelvis. Good. So let's do some more. Breathe in all the way to your sides. Keep the lower side engaged. Breathe out, engage your core. Open the upper leg. Breathe in and bring the leg back down. Breathe out, engage your core. Open the leg, so you open the oyster. Check your pelvis. Breathe in and bring the leg back down. And breathe out, engage your core. Open your leg. And breathe in and come back down. And we'll do one more. Breathe out, engage your core. Open the leg. I really feel some burning here. And breathe out and bring the leg back down. All right. Good. So now we have gone over all the starting positions that we use on Pilates lessons. So there are the same principles. It's all about the alignment and the neutral position of the spine. So that's something we always need to focus on in all these exercises. Remember to do the exercise lying down also on the other side. I'm going to not do it here now, but you should definitely do it also. So we strengthen both sides equally. In the next lesson, we are going to look at some mobility exercises. I'll see you there. Bye!